Are you guys here for Hillary?
Yeah, we're volunteers.
What do you guys like about Hillary Clinton?
What I like about Hillary is growing up, she was one of the strongest female role models that I had, and I think she's just been out front on a lot of issues and has shown a lot of leadership. And it's been a great campaign to work on because all the volunteers feel the same way, and it's been really fun to meet like-minded people.
Are you guys at all concerned about the division within the Democratic Party because of Bernie Sanders?
No, personally, I'm not too concerned. I think we'll all get together in the end. We have a lot more in common. I like Bernie Sanders a lot, but I love Hillary, and that's sort of been the way that I felt about the campaign.
Do you think the majority of people who were Bernie supporters are going to come out and support Hillary in November?
Definitely, and I think a lot of polling has already shown that. So, I think we'll have a great convention, and we are continuing to do outreach and trying to make, get people together for Hillary.
What do you think Hillary's biggest challenge going forward in the campaign is?
Her biggest challenge? I think I have been to Hillary events that are really small and intimate, and I think people have this idea that she's difficult to get to know, and I think when more people hear what she believes from her and get to know her better through the course of this campaign, I think people are really going to be super enthusiastic about voting for Hillary and will win in November.
Be a good president. What makes her qualified?
Oh, I think she'll be an excellent president, and I think a lot of the issues that have been in the media, she hasn't been found guilty of anything or even charged for most of the stuff that people ever want to tie her to. So, yeah, I'm not worried about that at all.
The email scandal and the IG report, none of that?
I don't think those are issues that, Bernie Sanders himself said, I'm tired of hearing about your damn emails. I think that's how most of America feels.
Well, you mentioned intimacy and people really getting to know Hillary. Were you aware that Hillary Clinton received a large amount of money from Saudi Arabia and some Muslim countries that are very anti-gay? And how can she reconcile that with this image you guys portray her as, Hillary for gay, but she's taking money from Saudi princes?
I've heard people discuss that. It's never been clear to me what people are saying vis-a-vis whether it's her campaign, the foundation. I don't think, there's plenty of people that give money that you don't agree 100% with everything that they stand for, and that's not something I am able to comment on.
I think we've seen the Brexit vote. The UK just voted to exit the European Union, and I think and then Bernie Sanders had so much support because he was anti-establishment, because he was anti-Wall Street. A lot of people saw him as an outsider. Hillary Clinton, I'm sorry, most people see her as an insider. She's been inside of the Beltway. She was Secretary of State under Barack Obama. She was, the First Lady under Clinton, who passed NAFTA, and those are some real issues that a lot of people are going to have a hard time. There's a populist uprising, I think, not just in America, but around the world. Do you think Hillary Clinton is an insider? Do you have anything to say about that? Or?
I don't think she's any more of an insider-outsider than Bernie Sanders, who's been in Congress since the early 90s. To me, that's not a distinction that has a lot of weight.
Well, she has private, meetings with Goldman Sachs and some of the big, banks. So, and meets on Wall Street, and she hasn't had a press conference in over 200 days. Those are things that are really hurting her, I think. And I'm not a Hillary supporter, but I'm just coming from a independent perspective that, she's an insider. And Bernie Sanders was not getting money from Wall Street, whereas Hillary is. So, those are things that, and then for her, as far as the gay thing and gay rights, it's how can you say you're for gay rights, but then at the same time be meeting with Saudi princes, where in their country it's illegal to be gay and you can be executed? So
yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
I would encourage you to to look up her connection with the Saudi government and with the Middle East.
Okay. I
What do you guys think?
I mean, what's your question?
Why do you support Hillary Clinton?
I support Hillary Clinton because she's been a clear progressive her whole life. When she got out of college, she did not take a high-powered job. First thing she did was start the Children's Defense Fund with a lot of other people. The Children's Defense Fund started SCHIP, which still exists today, which has millions of children on health care because of it. You know, people like to say that she's just a politician that's bought and paid for, but I don't buy that. I see how she's fought for people like me, my nieces and nephews, for poor people her whole life. And then directly after that, in Arkansas, if you didn't have a public defender and you couldn't afford one in Arkansas, you didn't get one. The Clintons changed that in Arkansas, and they got public defender rights for people in the 70s. She was a lawyer to investigate Nixon after that, during the Nixon impeachment.
Right,
She's been a progressive
removed.
fighter her whole life,
She was
and I
removed
know
from
she's
the
going to
Clinton.
fight for me.
She was removed from the Watergate.
I'm sorry?
She was removed from that trial, from the Watergate trial.
But they used every ounce of investigating material that she was able to dig up for that.
And then
law firm.
as a defense attorney, she's defended people that were like rapists and.
So as an attorney, you have to defend a lot of people that you don't agree with. That is the great thing about America. I do not support terrorists, but even terrorists deserve an attorney. You have to not only support, but do your job as an attorney with people you don't agree with, because everybody deserves a lawyer in this country, and everybody deserves their day in court, even if we don't agree with you. And I'm thankful that Hillary Clinton did that, because everybody deserves a lawyer, and that's what it means to be an American.
What about her defending, the rapes that her husband committed against all these women?
So you're going to bring up things in the 90s that were, one, unfounded, and two, have nothing to do with her of doing the job of president.
She personally attacked women who came out with allegations that her husband had sexually assaulted them, biting, just horrible stuff.
I honestly don't have the detailed information on that, because in my view, what's more important is getting people back to work in America, getting health care affordable in America, and getting college affordable in America.
Well,
all that BS that you're talking about doesn't concern me.
She wants to be the president of the United States. It's not BS. This is legitimate. We're talking about a person's character.
Yeah.
When you're going for the commander-in-chief of the United States of America, your character is on trial. Yeah, go ahead.
As a woman, when she's attacked about what her husband did while she was president, while her husband was a president, I, like many other women, would have done the same thing she did. So you can't.
So you think it's right?
When you value marriage and what is important for your family, that's something very personal. So I don't think that we, as an outsider, should be judging her based on what she did about her family and what her husband did. So that's very personal. So I really don't think it's fair that you're asking that question.
What about Benghazi?
Benghazi. When you talk about Benghazi, you're talking about a woman that was able to do whatever she could with the available resources that she had. So you can attack her all you want, but I really don't think it's fair for you to come at her with all these other things that I just don't think it's fair. So why don't you come to me? Why don't you ask me something that's concrete, something that you've done for her?
No, I have concrete.
Okay. All I want you to know is that I support Hillary 100%.
Well, I mean, Hillary Clinton said that the attacks at Benghazi were in response. They were a spontaneous response to a video on YouTube, and it's come out that she knew that in fact they were a terrorist attack.
I don't know anything about that, so thank you so much.
All right, yeah.
We have a very active San Mateo County group, so okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
Hey, what do you like about Hillary Clinton?
I like Hillary Clinton because she's a very honest, trustworthy person. Yeah. Yeah.
You think she's
Hillary's
honest?
a very honest, trustworthy person, and that's what I have to say about her.
What about Benghazi? She lied. She said that it was
She did not lie about Benghazi. Bye.
I would not be upset if this whole thing blew over in the wind here. Yay, wind power.